Burning those bridges, I'm burning those bridges. 'Cause you lied to me. 'Cause you lied to me. Burning those bridges, I'm burning those bridges. 'Cause you lied to me. 'Cause you lied to me. Burning those bridges,
What is Cookie Pop, beautiful humans? My name is Ariane Andrew
Matt Dillon, and welcome to another piping hot episode of Sipping the Tea, where we what, Ari?
where we sip the tea and our guests.
Spill the
Hello, guys.
Hi, all right, let's do the introductions. I have wanted to have you, young lady, on this show since I was watching a little TV show called The Baker and the Beauty, and I heard this sickening song. Mougleta is based right now in Berlin, but she is well-traveled, well-versed in life experience, and basically featured on any major track you've ever heard of, and just dropped Burning Bridges, which you just heard. Mougleta, welcome to Sipping the Tea.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited. We've been wanting to do this for a while.
We have, yes.
Matt is like he loves your music, girl. Like,
oh, thank you so much.
yeah, now, yes.
It's great. It's so joyful.
It is.
No, thank you. That means a lot. Thank you so much, and really all your support. Like that, really, I can feel it too when you're posting and everything. I feel that you really love the music, so that makes me so happy.
I love that she's wearing Adidas too, because I kind of like, that's all I kind of wear.
Yeah. Well, I love that we are able to get to connect. I mean, we're all in different locations right now. So, yeah, girl, without further ado, I'm just going to dive right on in. So, 2020, I don't care what state, what country, we went through some very interesting times. And, you know, we're now in 2021 where things are slowly coming back to a new normal. But sometimes in order to have something positive, we have to sometimes experience some things that are negative. So looking back in 2020, what were 3 positive takeaways that you got now entering into 2021, girl?
Yeah, 3 positive things.
Yes.
Yes. You know what? 2020 was, I would say, the most horrible year, but the most amazing one as well. Because there was one thing that I took for granted for such a long time, and that's time. I took time for granted. I said, everything, you know, we're always going to be clubbing. We're always going to be doing this. We're always going to. And had I known that, you know, whatever party I was in or whatever place I was in, this was like the last time that the world was just going to change. And really, when the virus and the pandemic and everything, and I was like, okay, this is horrible, but at the same time, it made me work even harder. I was just like time, everything was so precious. Every moment, every place that I was in, I would be, oh, I'm so lucky to be here. Everything. So I feel that my whole perspective on life and everything changed, because it was like, let's go. It was just like hustle. I feel like I never worked as hard, and I still do. But I mean, that was like the start, because, you know, I had my first release. It was Valentino Rossi, and I had so many things planned for that song, and I was gonna go back home to Canada, and I was gonna do like so many things and this and that, and I was planning like a radio tour and all these things, and everything got canceled. But I'm like, you know what? Everything happens for a reason. It's fine. But it definitely taught me to just work so hard. Don't take anything for granted. And especially time is so precious. And your just loved ones, everything. Just always talk to everybody that you love. Only the real ones, you know. Don't waste your time on. I would waste my time on, you know, I don't know who, and at the end of the day, when you're on the ground and you look around and who's around you, those are the people you need to always keep. So that was just like, it was just a self-reflection all the time of, okay, this is my team, I keep them close, my family, God, the people that support me, and I'm full focus, you know, all the time. I'm full focus. And it was just like, it was like self-reflection all the time, and lots of lessons. And I had a lot of time in my house to just sit and think about the past, which was good because I think it's important, not because I was regretting. It was because I was learning. I did this wrong. How can I make things better? I shouldn't have done this. I should have done this, but it was something that was therapeutic. It was so much time that we had of just sitting around, and it was great for me to think of things and how to make things better.
I love that. I mean, what's going around did you do? Because if you go through your catalog, girl, you released, I think, more in 2020 than you've done in your
I know, right? I released a lot of songs in 2020. I did. I went all out because I was like releasing, you know, from before, like one song every couple of months. And, you know, you cannot do that as especially up and coming artists. You have to keep releasing. You have to until something is gonna catch fire, but you have to, because every song you put out, there's an opportunity to change your life, whatever it is. And if you're not moving and if you're not doing something, then there's no chance.
So before we get into the moving and the chance of all these songs, I want to go back to kind of like when I called you a world traveler. You're like the ultimate kind of
Yes, I am.
You're everywhere.
I've been around.
You start where the name Mougleta came from and the journey that led you from Canada to the world.
Yeah.
Take us through that journey, because it's very interesting, and it's interesting what you stand for as a young woman. I think you have a lot more depth to you than these cookie cutter. Not that there's anything wrong with these pop star cookie cutters. There's room for everybody, but I do think that there's more substance behind you. So still a little
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. No, for sure. I mean, it's definitely, it was hard growing up because I was born in Dubai and I lived in many different cities around the world, like Dubai, Toronto, but Qatar, Boston. I lived in Beirut, and now Berlin. No, but you know what the thing is? I had so much, but I was always like so angry and like everybody that would say, I'm from here, I'm from there. And I was like, where the hell is my freaking hometown? Where's this? You know what I mean? But you know what? That made me who I am. And that's what it was a little bit frustrating growing up because I never had, you know, oh my God, like school, I think I would probably I would move to so many different schools. So I'd be in high school for like, you know, I don't know, 3 years, and then I went to another school, and I continued high school in that other school, and then elementary was another school, and this was another school. So I never had these friends where I grew up in one place and this house, like, oh, this is my room, and like I was in this room when I was there. I don't have that, but it's okay. You know what I mean? But it was also so beautiful because I'm definitely a cultured person, but I've seen so many things. I've seen how people live in Beirut, and then I've seen how people live in Toronto, and then I see how people live in different places, and there's just so much culture, and you learn about different ethnicities and different religions and just different cultures, and it's beautiful. Like especially in Dubai, growing up, I lived in Dubai for around 8 years, and it was crazy. I mean, in my school, there were so many different nationalities in my class. It was like so many different places from so many different people from around the world in just one room. So it was beautiful, of course. But yeah, sometimes it gets a bit confusing because everyone's like, but where are you from? And I'm like, you know what? Does that really matter? Like, who freaking cares? Okay, I'm from this world. We're all from the world. And ever since I was young, that's the great thing, because I never saw different. I was always like, okay, we're all like, because that's where my name comes from. Mougli. Mougli is from the Jungle Book. I looked a lot like Mougli, the character. My parents always used to call me Mougli, and Mougli, whatever. And I loved the Jungle Book, and that was kind of like, I felt, wow, I could relate to this character. I looked like this character, and I felt like, wow, you know, the jungle is this place. It's like so many people truly feel like they don't belong in a certain country. They don't belong somewhere. And this was it. The jungle was wherever you feel like, you know what, it's like safe haven, whatever it is, we can all be from this jungle, whatever. It's a jungle. And because I truly never felt like I was from somewhere. And that's where, you know, the jungle and Mougli and how it all
But that's
came
what
about.
makes you who you are, though.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what makes you, it's so different too. You know what I mean? I feel like all the places that you've lived and being able to go around the world, you're able to take nuggets, different cultures, like you said. And it's like, that's such a great way to create music. You know what I mean? By taking all your experiences, that's where music comes from. And I feel like you're able to connect more with people because of the experiences that you had. Like the more experiences you gain, 100%. The more you're able to tell your story. So I mean,
100%.
Girl, I'm glad that you're just like, you know what? I'm just embracing it, and this is what it is. And
definitely,
that's what makes you you. Like that's your
definitely, for sure. No, for sure. You're right. That definitely is, that makes me me. And then especially like when I was living, let's say in Toronto, we were listening to so much different music. I was introduced to so many different artists that when I moved to Dubai, it was like different artists there. And then when I was in Beirut, it was like a lot of French and Arabic music. So it was even my music, the music that I listen to, it's like rich. If you see my freaking Spotify playlist, I go from one language to the other. It's crazy, really. I love all sorts of genres and languages. It's just beautiful. It's beautiful, really.
Yeah. Well, speaking of, girl, because Burning Bridges, it's definitely a different pace of, you know, tone and what you previously were doing. So, you know, for our viewers out there who are watching, listening, like walk us through that journey of making that song and what, you know, like what went into like that creative process as you were writing that song? And just
is it based on facts of some sort? Because it's very deep and kind of like sort of biographical.
Wait, you said, is it based on an ex?
Yeah, because I need some facts. It is.
Spill the tea, girl. Spill the tea.
Yeah, let me spill the tea. Okay,
burning
so
bridges
basically burning. Huh?
I'm burning the bridges every day of my life. I'm like,
yeah. Yeah, for sure. Oh my God, burn those bridges and drain the swamp. Okay, you got to take all that negative. That's what I did this year. Out. Block. If you are not bringing to my life, if you are not supporting me, if you are not showing me love and care, you're out of the picture. Anyway, so no, but burning bridges. So I wrote this song 2 years ago. So it's amazing when you write a song a long time ago and then it comes out like, but yeah, that song was definitely, it was about someone, we weren't dating. That's the thing. We weren't, it was, you know, it was complicated. It was complicated, but definitely I was like really in love with this person. And you know, when I wrote this song, I met the producer that I work with, Hubi. He's awesome. Shout out Hubi and Boki, the writer that I write most of my songs with. And you know, that's what's so great working with them. They said, listen, we have a few hours today, tomorrow, whatever, open up to us. And that's the thing. Oh my God, your dog is so cute. No way.
Anyway, sorry, she was getting talkative, but I'm deep into your talk. Keep going.
No, oh my God, I have attention problems. No, what was I saying?
You were industry, yeah.
Yeah, no, about the producer, yeah. So basically, he told me, listen, Mougli, just be open. You need to tell us everything. And that's what I love about them. I didn't feel, that's the thing with a lot of artists. When you go into the studio, you don't have time to hide things. So feel comfortable, open up, because at the end of the day, we're writing music together and I have to be honest and I have to tell them everything. And it was amazing. And you know, I felt definitely it's very different than all my previous work for sure. As you said, like it's definitely not like what I've done before, but I don't think that this is I mean, every single release is going to be different. So my next single coming is like a whole different thing. So it's not, I think a lot of people thought now I'm going into like this direction of sound, but I don't really believe in genre. I believe music is music. I don't like to label like, are you a R&B artist? Are you pop? Are you this? Of course, yes, I do a lot of dance and pop music, but I just feel like every release is going to be different. And thank God I have that. I have the privilege to do that. I think maybe a lot of artists can't do that, but I can release whatever I want to release. And I have a great team that is so supportive. And if something works, it works. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. But we keep pushing, we keep moving. But at the end, like you said, I have to also like feed my soul. Like I can't also just have you can always get great numbers and you can do like, I love dance music. And of course that's like, it's good numbers with dance music and everybody loves dance music and I love dance music, but sometimes I want to take the road less traveled and be a little bit risky and take different chances. But of course, yeah, burning bridges is, I love that. And I repeat burning bridges so many times in the chorus, like I'm definitely burning those bridges because I realized recently, I'm like, oh my God, did I do that like 10 times? No, but I love that song. I love it. Yeah, you gotta repeat it. Somebody told me, wow, you like say it so many times. I'm like, yep, I'm really burning those bridges. But the next release, you guys, is gonna be really different. So get ready. I'm super excited for you to hear it.
Be ready, girl. If you say you never have to get ready.
I love that you blend both. And I think it was nice, Ari, I think it's nice that an artist can say, like you have millions of strings and it's like dance, pop, it's here, but it's also like, just because you're doing one thing, it's also like you have to feed your inner desires.
100%.
It's like what we do, Ari, in life, it's like when you feed your creativity, when you
definitely
that sustenance, it can lead to beautiful things. So
100%.
What is it like though? What is it like when you know, how I discovered you was with Nice to Meet You and on a major ABC network television show. And when I say major, it was prime time, but they based the whole sequence of this show around your song.
Really?
And you don't even know that. To this. She walks through the whole thing to your beat.
Wow.
Ooh,
wow, that's
he is getting filled right now.
She's just getting the check, honey. Like I'm still getting the check.
I'm waiting.
Well, she probably doesn't even know that it's on Netflix as well now. So you better be getting
you better be getting that check though. Hold up, wait a minute.
No, but you know what? Wait a second, but it's not on Netflix in Europe. That's the thing. Only in the States. I gotta get like a VPN or something. I hope they.
Yep, girl, you better sign up for the association where you make sure you get paid. I forget the name of it, but I'll send it to Matt and Matt can send it to you to make sure you get that check, girl. Because they go.
I know, no, you're so cute. No, because I have. That's how I got in touch with Nice to Meet You because I have a publishing deal. So, it comes in time, but everything takes time in the music industry. People don't know that, but it's like takes ages for things, especially with sync and like publishing in general. It definitely takes a lot of time, but we need more of those. We need more of those.
I need more things. Come on.
I need more.
I give musicians like all the props. Like I do music, but that shit's hard. Like people think it's easy. Like the whole process. When I just dropped a single back in the top of the year, I was like, okay, wait, you have to do all of what? It is so much work and people don't even realize.
Thank you. No, first of all, really, thank you for saying that because for like a lot of people think they just see like your social, like they see, wow, great, beautiful pictures, whatever, all that kind of stuff, like you said, and they don't see everything behind it. And it's really difficult for sure. Like this is one of the hardest careers to pursue for sure. Everybody knows that for sure. I mean, but you have to.
I think what you're saying is true that you think everybody knows that, but I still think
Yeah.
that why dope the people that are like, oh wow, I'd love to be that, and think that it's like walk in and it just happens. But I don't.
100%. You guys yourselves are artists, and like, with show business and everything, and anybody can tell you, it's I haven't been doing this. I'm 25 years old, so I've been doing this since I was like 16, 17. Like, no, I'm so old. I'm kidding.
Oh, girl,
What the
do you know how
hell?
old we are? Getting this dirty.
Freaking industry makes you feel old.
Hello.
Age is nothing but a number. Honestly, when people ask me how old I am, I'm like 33 years young. I don't care because
Yes.
the entertainment industry,
What the hell is this anxiety? This has to stop. You know what? My friend, I was talking to her about it, and she was like, oh my God, and this and that and that. I'm like, you know what? This is so bad for your mental health. Like, this is crazy. Seriously, what the hell? Like, as long as you're healthy, you feel good, you inside, and your mental health and everything is right, who really cares nowadays? And you're right. What?
Yeah, no, 100%. 100%.
For sure.
yes.
I want to know about the scope. I want to keep peeling those layers and talk about the scope of like the collaboration, because a lot of your music is with major people, and maybe during the pandemic, how was with the tracks that came out done through collaboration through Zoom? Like, how does that process work? Like, how do you?
Wow, definitely. I've had a lot of collaborations. You know what? A lot of the times, a lot of the DJs actually came to Berlin before the pandemic started. So we had a lot of the songs, like for instance, "Nice to Meet You." I had a song called, no, not "Nice to Meet You." I'm so sorry. Oh, I have so many songs. Not "Nice to Meet You." Sorry. Rocket Ride.
Have so many songs.
No, Rocket Ride with "Oh My Girl," super cool, like the K-pop group, and from oh my God, are they from? This is so bad and so embarrassing. I don't know. They're from South Korea. I don't know if they're from. Okay, anyways, is it from South? Okay, yeah. Anyway, so point is, yeah. So basically, "Oh My Girl," super cool K-pop group, and we did that before the pandemic. We did this before, so a lot of the things we did it before. A lot of the songs I also pitched, so I would do the songs with different producers, and I would do the songs with different producers, and then we would send them out, and they would just choose the songs. Like I pitched the songs to different DJs.
Gotcha. No, Ariane.
So I think it's South Korea, by the way. It's South, right? We should know that.
Well, the biggest K-pop group's Blackpink in South Korea, no?
Yes, South. I said it.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta get my geography game on point because, honey, I'm a world traveler.
South Korea, because my friend was in a K-pop group, Frankie.
Yes.
Frankie.
Yes, awesome. They're crazy over there.
Expedition. I think that Oh.
It's like it's.
We're all having some brain farts today.
I know,
I
seriously.
think it was Expedition because it was the first all-white lineup of white boys trying to see if they could create
K-pop. And so we're part of the LGBTQ community on top of that. So LGBTQ, it was a very.
I loved the EP, but needless to say, they didn't become the next big K-pop.
But they had their songs were dope though.
Okay, it's a big market there. Like seriously, like in South Korea, it's crazy. The whole K-pop scene is massive.
That's what Mougleta's next. She's gonna give some Blackpink moves.
Girl, I'm gonna have to do a collaboration with you. Okay, we have to collab.
Yes,
collaboration.
Exactly. We have to.
I'm not a musician because, like I said, I respect that. Like I mean, I'm an entertainer. I'm sassy. I have personality. But doing it and pretty much anything I put my hands on, I'm like, oh, I feel that's the one thing that scares the shit out of me. I get in the studio and people are like, you have so much personality. I'm like, but this scares me. It's something about it, all the work that goes into it. Like people don't realize, like people who are singers, rappers in that whole genre,
100%.
that's hard. It is hard. So
100%. No, so true. Now, definitely it is, and to all the artists out there, I mean, especially in Berlin, there's like a massive scene here. I mean, definitely in German and in English. And Germany is one of the biggest markets in the world, you know, but when I moved here, it was crazy because everyone is always like, it's as if really it's LA, New York, London, Stockholm. It's that feel. Sessions are like, everybody is like day and night, session, hustle. It's like so much respect. So I'm with you 100%. And definitely we're freelancers, you know, so we it's tough also, you know, with making money and everything. So it's not easy, definitely.
But you're doing it. But girl, you are doing it.
You are doing it.
Thank you.
Don't let it be told. Isn't David Hasselhoff still big in Germany?
I'm not sure. Wasn't he in that show? What's it called?
#1. He had the single, Jump in My Car. I want to take you home. #1 in Germany. Never forget that. If David Hasselhoff can do it, you two girls can do it.
No, I know he's crazy big. That's crazy. Wow.
Anyway, digress. Ariane, next question.
Yeah, no, so anyways, girl, this is your last chance to spill the tea. Let the viewers know and our listeners what we can expect from you. Whatever tea you want to spill, girl, if you just have something on your heart right now that you just need to have a little therapy session, whatever that may be, this is your last chance to spill the tea.
Oh my God. Well, I want to say that I am so excited for my next single. It's like a whole different chapter. So it's a whole different thing. I'm working really hard. I'm training hard on my body, my mind, my food, everything changed really. It's like, I feel like a real athlete right now. And I just cannot wait for them to hear it because it's one of, I would say, my favorite songs I've ever written. It's just so special to me, and there is gonna be so many things around it. I can't wait. I seriously cannot wait for the visual, for everything to come. So stay tuned for sure, because so many things are coming.
Yes.
I vibe this girl. You are a true artist, and
Thank
I'm
you.
But you look at my Spotify, I literally play the same shit over and over and over.
No.
I'm so happy to have met you because Matt is like,
Where were we?
We were in
Ariane?
LA.
I was playing that.
And I was like, who is that? I was like, that's poppin'.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, who is that?
Oh.
Yes. And then he was like, oh no, I'm gonna get her on, like, she's gonna come on Sippin', and then boom, here we are. So I'm glad.
Oh my God, thank you guys so much, for reals. Thank you. And I have to come visit you. I have to come to the States and I have to visit you.
We are friends now. Welcome to the family.
Yes,
for sure.
Yeah, we've still got a few more minutes. So Ari, take it away.
Are we gonna do a little rapid fire, or are we wrapping it on up?
Rapid the shit out of the rapid fire. Let's go.
Okay, so rapid fire. The first things that you can think of, girl, we're gonna keep this short and sweet. Don't give us no book now, okay? So just the first thing that comes to mind. What is your biggest pet peeve?
I'm so sorry, but what is
Pet peeve, thing that pisses you off.
The thing that makes your biggest pet, like the thing that you don't like, where you're like, oh, I can't stand that.
Oh my God, because I like everything. I'm kidding. What don't I like? I actually, that's hard.
Like gum or like popping.
Oh my gosh, I get what you mean. Yes, a BO, body odor.
Oh,
that's no go. Like body odor and like bad breath, all that kind of stuff. I'm sorry, like bye. No way.
Perfect.
I'm very strict on that.
Okay, wait. You must smell fresh.
Yeah, I know, that's horrible.
If you didn't have to sleep, and maybe you don't get a lot of sleep, but if you didn't have to sleep at all, what would you do with that extra time?
Wow, if I wasn't sleeping, I'd probably be working.
That's okay.
I'd probably be in the studio or something, or like on watching movies on Netflix or something like that. I don't know, like. What would like things like that.
That sounds just like an artist. That sounds like, what we do. And then let's see, name one fun fact about you that no one knows.
A fun fact about me that no one knows.
They will now.
Like I love what are their fun facts? Like I love Such a boring person. No, I love tomato juice. That's so lame. I'm kidding. What is a fun fact? Like seriously, I feel like everyone knows everything about me. A fun fact, like
Tomato juice.
I eat a lemon. I eat the entire lemon with the peel.
Oh, okay.
That's just weird.
That's a gross thing. No, I don't know. Like seriously, like what's a fun fact? I feel like I don't know. I dance. I love to dance. I love to act as well. Maybe I would love to get into acting as well. Like, I don't know.
That's
There we go.
We went from tomato juice to lemon with a peel to acting. I'm so sorry.
Hey, but it's also entertaining. That's all that matters. At least you came with the entertainment. It wasn't just like, okay, well, on that note. But girl, we appreciate you coming on Sipping the Tea, and let everybody know who's listening and watching where they can follow you at, and of course, stream your music, girl.
For sure. You guys can follow me on Spotify, Instagram, everywhere under Mougleta, Mougleta. Mougleta. That's all my accounts are under that name. Thank you so much. Now I know what a pet peeve is. I should have known that, but it's fine.
Well, that's actually a fun fact. Boom, fun fact. You didn't know what a pet peeve is. Boom.
Yeah, I didn't know what a pet peeve was.
Where can everybody follow you at, Matt?
You can follow me at Matt Dillon 1983. And Ariane, what about yourself, darling?
You guys can follow me across the board at Ariane Andrew. And of course, follow Sipping the Tea TV show on Instagram, Sipping the Tea TV1 on Twitter. And if you're watching this, make sure you subscribe, that you like, you comment, you share it across the world. And for all of our auditory listeners, make sure you stream it on all digital streaming platforms. But of course, we will catch you guys same time, same place of another episode of Sipping the Tea TV show.
4 in the morning, checking your story, turning my eyes away. You said a lot of party, looking all naughty.